This is something that I need clarity on. I couldn't understand.
The total figure for receipt is $14,507,496 is 34 butus. But if you go to page 12, there is a summary, as a notes to the account, a summary of the total income, total receipt is 14,475,333. There is a 32,163 difference.
The joint session shares the concern of GBOS management of the unsatisfactory number of suitably qualified personnel on the staff of the Bureau due to non-competitive remuneration packages. It therefore recommends that GBOS engages the concerned authorities to revisit the salary and conditions of service in order to attract and retain the right caliber of personnel.
But the achievements of the Bureau during the year under review and its broad mandate to effectively coordinate the national statistics system such that it adequately responds to the statistical data needs of government leads to the adoption of the document by lawmakers. Louis Mendy, GRTS.
The National Enterprise Development Initiative, NEDI, organized a two-day orientation forum on youth illegal migration. The program, as Babkar Senghor reports, aims at raising awareness of the dangers of illegal migration and efforts at providing youth with valuable career guidance.
The National Enterprise Development Initiative recently organized a two-day orientation workshop on youth illegal migration. The orientation program is organized to raise awareness of this phenomenon and help create employment opportunities for young people in the country. As one of the institutions working in youth employment creation and promotion, officials say it is fitting to organize such a forum where stakeholders will discuss and strategize on how to tackle youth unemployment and put a definitive end to illegal migration. The coordinator of NEDI provided the gathering with some of the reasons the institution of the initiative.
To get them introduced to the realities on the ground, I mean, basically the opportunities available in the country, and probably for them also to interact with their relevant stakeholders in a way to seeing how best we work together with these young people so as to work with them, try to encourage them, try to educate them, and of course try to help them and support them as to how they utilize the opportunities that are available in the, on the ground.
A member from the Operation No Back Way to Europe, for his part, gave the importance of the orientation, particularly among youths.
The importance of this training is like these 40 guys who wanted to leave the country to go and find for greener pasture, like how do you call it? They are not fully informed. Like they don't know what is happening at those places where they wanted to go.
The Deputy Permanent Secretary for Youth and Sports, on behalf of the Minister, gave some of the ways in which the Ministry is helping to stop illegal migration.
Our intention is that every young person in this country takes the opportunity created. And that is why immediately we learned of this, we partner with the Ministry of Interior, the Ministry of Interior, through the Department of Immigration, to ensure that we tell the young people, give them some orientation with regards to the opportunities here. I'm sure over the 2 years, the young people must have learned a lot about the opportunities available here.
Officials of the Ministry of Youth and Sports are hopeful of providing youths with the necessary advice and career guidance to help dissuade them from taking the risky journey to Europe. For GRTS News, this is Babkar Senghor.
The Taiwanese ambassador to the Gambia, Samuel Cheng, accompanied by the Ministers of Fisheries and Youth and Sports, recently toured project sites being supervised by the Taiwanese Technical Mission in Sapo and Jahali in Central River Region South. Women reports that the day's exercise availed the Taiwanese top diplomat, the two ministers and their aides, an insight into the state of interventions like the aquaculture project in Sapo, as well as their relevance to the beneficiaries and the country as a whole.
Accompanied by Mas Aksigate, the Minister of Fisheries and Water Resources, Aliu Jame, the Minister of Youth and Sports, Habib Toure, the CRR Acting Agricultural Director, and other dignitaries, the Taiwanese top diplomat in the Gambia, Samuel Cheng, tour project sites supervised by the Taiwan Technical Mission in Sapo. The Willingara Rice Project in Jahali was a first port of call. The 45-hectare rice project, established in 2011, is sponsored by the Taiwan Technical Mission. It is cultivated annually by the 5 Willingara Rice Production Associations, with a total number of 65 members. The average yield of each association is over 3 metric tons of rice per hectare. Proceeds from the project is said to have earned the 5 associations a substantial amount of money in the bank. Unfortunately, many hectares are under fallow this cropping season due to waterlogging as a result of this year's torrential rains.
The formation of these small groups is to try and develop a seed growing association. We want quality seeds in this country. We want quality seeds in the region. But the only way we can have quality seed is to build the capacity of the farmers to understand what is seed, what is the differentiation between seed and paddy. There's a vast difference between seed and paddy.
Next up was the tilapia culture technique transfer project, established with the sole aim of meeting the fish demand of the rice production associations of Sukuta and Kuntaur villages, both in CRR South. The event witnessed a certification ceremony for 23 NYSS Corps members. These young people, selected from within the region, completed 3-week training on aquaculture.
It is a productive sector of the economy that is very close to the heart of His Excellency the President. Over the years, since he took over from '94 to now, he sounded the warning that Gambian youth in particular needed to get into the fish culture, into the industry of fishing. Otherwise, time could come in the future when fish could be scarce, because a good number of the people in the fish culture happen to be foreigners.
The two activities directly addresses the most privileged policy objectives of the Gambia government, which are increased food security, increased youth employment in the productive sectors.
Let me extend my appreciation to many ministries to cooperate for this program. That included from Ministry of Youth and Sports, Ministry of Fishery, Water Resources, Ministry of Agriculture. Now, without your cooperation, this training program not possible.
The center has 14 fish ponds with different functions. The broodstock, where matured fish are allowed to mate, the nursery, where infant fish are put to grow, and the grow-out ponds, where the fish await consumption or marketing. The groundbreaking ceremony preceded. This is the laying of a foundation stone for the construction of the Medina Farmer Service Center by the Taiwan Technical Mission. The project, if completed, is expected to house all the simple farming inputs farmers need but are difficult to find in the market.
I assist farmers to have access to the small tools, the small mechanizations, the small inputs that are very difficult to find in the market. Like, as I was saying there, the farmers are now traveling a long distance to buy fertilizer, traveling a long distance to find these tools, traveling a long distance, and that long distance travel, it costs money.
The fourth project visited was the Rice Seed Production Demonstration Center. Printed on this board is the objective of the center. The Taiwan Technical Mission is with the conviction that the objective of the center, if achieved, high-quality rice seeds would be made available to Gambian farmers, meeting the rice seed demand of more than 30,000 hectares. Over 10 varieties of rice are grown in this demonstration center. The size is 8.5 hectares of tidal irrigation field and 1.4 hectares of pumping irrigation field. In the future, the center is expected to determine which rice variety is suitable for farmer consumption and cultivation in the Gambia. A visit to the IT center